why didn't you call? So many years has gone by, but I think about you all the time.
Hey, what's up everybody? It's Aubree and I have 4 meals I'd like to share with you in this What's for Dinner video today. So the first thing I am making is a jalapeno popper chicken casserole. My husband really wanted some jalapeno poppers and I decided to make it into a dinner. So I looked up on Pinterest and found a recipe, and I will be linking that down in the description box below so you can see all the measurements and ingredients that go into it. I did make a few changes just to fit our family's needs. So what I'm doing, or what you saw before, was I cooked 2 chicken breasts that I had cut up into chunks along with half a pound of bacon. Now the recipe called for a full pound, but I just didn't want to cook that much bacon. Anyway, I'm dicing up like I think 6 jalapeno peppers. I feel like I should have left some of the seeds because it just really wasn't spicy. So just to give that a little kick, leave some of the seeds in is what I would have done next time. All right, so what you see me doing here is mixing up like the sauce, I guess you could say. So it's some cream cheese, sour cream, and some cheddar jack cheese. And I am going to put that to the side until I am ready. I'm also cooking up a pound of rotini noodles, which you see here. And I am going to add my chicken and bacon to the noodles. I quickly realized that I am not going to be able to mix all of this up in the pan that I have as per the directions from the recipe. So you see me putting the sauce in and then pouring it back into the bowl to mix it up. Another change I would have made to this recipe is I would have cooked the jalapeno peppers in with the bacon and chicken. I just thought that even though they did cook for about 20 minutes in the oven in the casserole, they just still tasted a little too raw for my husband and I's liking. My son doesn't like any kind of spice, so I took this mixture and I put it in a small dish for him, just enough for him for dinner tonight, and then I added the jalapeno peppers into the bowl.
We've been through a lot, holding hands while screaming at each other. And I don't know how to stop, but I still love.
Once everything was all mixed up, I added it back into my baking dish, and then I sprinkled a little bit more of that cheese on top of it, and I baked it for about 20 minutes. I did not put any foil or anything on it. It was very good. We loved it. Like I said, the only thing is I would have kept some of the seeds from the jalapenos, and then I also would have cooked the jalapenos in with the chicken and the bacon.
Come home with me tonight, run away with me, it'd be worth the time, run away with me, I made you feel alright, run away with me, and I'll be good this time around, I'll be good this time, I'll be good this time.
On this night, we were going simple. I just cooked up some chicken in the pan. I made some of Aldi's version of rice-a-roni, the chicken flavor, and I steamed some broccoli in a pot. I'm just gonna set this whole thing to music and you can see how I did everything. little bit of Aldi's version of Olive Garden's Italian salad dressing. So I just added that in with my chicken breast that I had sliced thin. I mixed it up, and then I added a little bit of that shaker Parmesan cheese to it, and then I just pan fried it, and it was so good. I highly recommend.
I don't think we got enough time to sort out all the fights, to sort out all the lies. Oh baby, yeah. There was a part of me that knew that, and still I'm caught by surprise. I thought you'd always be mine. I guess our dreams fell asleep. There's no passion in the comatose. Baby going down, 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 down. Baby going down, 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 down. Tried so hard to stay afloat. Yeah, we keep moving like the river goes. Baby going down, 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 down. Yeah. And I thought, it's time I'm letting you go. This time I know it for sure. I just thought I should let you know. Now, no, it's no more, no. I got so high on a love.
Okay friends, so I am going to take this thin sliced sirloin tip steak and I'm going to slice it up into strips, and then I'm going to marinate it with some taco seasoning and some olive oil, and I'll show you that in just a minute. But I wanted to let you know what I'm doing with this because I'm not going to show cutting it up on camera. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, so I cut up the steak. I cut up the steak into strips, and before I did that, I put 2 packets of taco seasoning and some olive oil, probably about a half a cup of olive oil, maybe like a third of a cup, I'm not sure. I just put it in there. So I am going to take it off of this handy dandy bag holder, and I am going to close the bag and let the air out, and then I'm just gonna like coat the meat in all of that taco seasoning. Oops, goodness. And then I will let you see what it looks like when it's all done. All right, so the meat is looking a little dry, so I added a little bit of olive oil, but I remembered I had some of this lime juice, so I'm gonna add a splash or 2 into the bag as well, just to get the meat all nice and coated and marinating. I'm probably gonna let it marinate for about an hour before I cook it. All right, so the meat is all coated in the seasoning and the lime juice and olive oil, and it is just setting out on my counter until I am ready to cook it. I'm also making some black beans. I just poured the can into the pot, and I'm just gonna warm them up. And then also you see me making some ground beef. I am going to make some taco meat. My son does not like steak, so I wanted him to eat more than just cheese and tortilla for dinner. So I made some taco meat for him so he could have a burrito. I usually cut up an onion to make with my taco meat, but I just did not feel like doing that on this night, so I decided to use some minced onion instead. I really do like a whole onion instead of the minced onion, but this was okay. I'm also adding some salt and pepper, and once it's all cooked up, I'm going to add in 3 tablespoons of Tone's taco seasoning. I really love it. I find it at Sam's Club, although when I went to Sam's Club yesterday, I could not find it there, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to look for it. So I'm just adding some olive oil to a hot pan, and then I'm going to, you're going to see me show you the Spanish rice we're using. I think it's like Uncle Ben's microwavable Spanish rice. I don't know, but it's really easy. You just put it in the microwave for like 90 seconds and ta-da, it's done. And it worked for what we were doing that night. And here's everything I made for our steak burritos. Here's the taco meat and the black beans. And then here is our steak all cooked up. The flavor on that was really good. I shredded up some cheddar cheese. There is the Spanish rice. We also had some sour cream and some queso. This is a new brand of queso. We've never tried it before. It is Luisa's Queso Blanco. I don't know if I recommend that for the steak burritos, but it's good to dip your chips in. And this is what my plate looked like. I just had some tortilla chips and cheese sauce on the side. All right, tonight we are going easy with a Stouffer's lasagna. And my husband made up some 5-cheese Pepperidge Farm cheesy bread. And this is how the lasagna turned out. My husband did such a great job. He added some extra mozzarella cheese to the top of the lasagna and to the cheesy bread. And it'll be easy peasy dinner tonight. Thank you so much for watching this week's What's for Dinner. I really appreciate you stopping by and watching. If you liked it, please give this video a like, comment down below, and if you haven't subscribed already, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. I would love to have you here. I will see you guys in a couple of days with a grocery haul, and then next Sunday with another What's for Dinner.